Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Postcard is Unfiltered. Yes, I'm gonna tag this one of my random sessions, guys, my musing. This is what I do best. And today I'm gonna be talking about monetizing your friendships. Yes, I am giving credit to Instablog Ninja for the inspiration behind this thoughts of mine. Wasn't long ago where there was the hoopla about someone expectations from a date. Now she went on a date and was expecting the guy to, reimburse her for coming to see him or coming out for the date in form of paying her transport fare or paying her Uber, as we all know that is to be here. Anyway, apparently the guy did not, and she went on social media and blasted him. And there's been everyone having to have an opinion about this fateful event. And I am, no surprise, also going to share my 2 cents. Do I think monetizing friendships is a good idea? No. Now, you might frown at this, but I have to say this. When you monetize a friendship, when you meet someone for the first time and the next thing you're thinking about is, what am I going to get from this person? How am I going to benefit from this person? Or how is this relationship or acquaintance going to benefit me? Yeah, we are all selfish. We are selfish individuals, and realistically speaking, we all go into situations to get with an expectation. That's normal. You have an expectation going into anything you want to do or anybody you meet for the first time. But I think the catchword here is refrain from expectations. Refrain from having to monetize every friendship you want to make or you want to establish. It is wrong. One, when you put money first in every relationship, in every situation, you sort of sell yourselves down. You sell yourself down, to the person, because you don't know the capacity, you don't know the value that you've been placed on this, because we all, whether you like it or not, your friends are ranking you. They are ranking where you are in their life or where they want you to be, or how valuable or less valuable you are in their life. And so when you play your hand first, your rank will gonna go right down, and the result of that is you might lose a valuable friendship without realizing it, because you've played your hands first. So monetizing a friendship, it is wrong. The second aspect of it is, for example, you're a girl and you're out with a guy, and all of a sudden you start demanding, you want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. Guess what? You're not willing to put out, right? But you're already demanding for things that makes no sense or you cannot afford. You give this guy the head start to start demanding for things you're not willing to give. He would ultimately or automatically start demanding or expecting sexual favors because you've already dealt your hand. So whilst you think it's okay to ask for transport fare on a first date that you cannot afford to pay for yourself, I see it as you not being ready to be in a relationship. You're not ready for the sacrifices of a relationship. So be ready for the uncomfortable requests of sex, because you already dealt your hand. I want money, I want this, give me that, give me this, why can't I have this, why can't I have that? He's gonna tell you, well, I need sex, let's get down. You want this from me, so I want this from you. And then the relationship then just hangs. It doesn't progress, because he has already placed you where you belong in his line or list of conquests. You think, oh, I'm smart, I'm trying to play smart. Nah, you're not. You've been leveled, and in no certain terms will you think you're going to get anything out of that relationship or situationship that you think you're in. It might work to your benefit, yes, but majority of the time it won't work to your benefit. So do I think you should monetize a friendship? No. And this also plays with female acquaintances and female friendship that you're starting to develop. I mean, you meet a girl, she's got a good job, she's got a lot going for her, and all of a sudden you think you want everything she has without having to as get to know this person or see how this person lives, or just learn from them. All of a sudden you're expecting them to take you out, to buy you this, to borrow you their clothes, to borrow you the jewelry, to borrow you the shoes, to introduce you to their friends. I mean, that's too much expectation already in the relationship. You're only there to get, not give. What are you giving in that relationship to make that relationship last or stand the test of time? You're all about what I'm going to get. Nah. Maybe you should start changing the narrative to being, what am I going to bring to this relationship to make me valuable, to make me the most preferred, to make her think that she can come to me, trust me, in other ways. It doesn't have to be a monetary gain in anything we do or in anyone we meet. We don't have to see the financial benefits. It doesn't have to always be, I need something from this, I'm going to get something from it, I'm going to actualize, nah. Sustaining a friendship takes a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of things involved. And one of those things involved is you being selfless. You being willing to, give. It doesn't have to be financial giving. There are other ways to give. You give your time, you give advice, and you just you give a lot of yourself to this person. And so when you start developing the friendship, 5 years into the relationship, 5 years into this friendship, something happened dramatically, or 10 years in, you can then say, oh, I need help. And the help you need can actually be seen. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes you might not even need to have to cry out. Your friend has already perceived that you're in trouble and will be all too willing to want to help you. Again, there is a slight deviation from this, and that is when you are in a friendship that is basically a competitive one. You don't know this, but your friend is already trying to be trying to outdo you, or one up you every time without you knowing this, because you're being your true self, true authenticity in the friendship. And she, on the other hand, might be looking at where you are at and always trying to be one step ahead or outdo where you are at without you knowing this. And then it comes a time where, for some reason, magical reasons, you outshine them. They can't handle this, they don't know how to handle this, then they step away. They step away and make it about, and you start feeling guilty, and you think, could I have done something wrong for this and change in relationship or change in dynamics? No, you didn't. The basic idea is she's been trying to compete with you behind the scenes. All of a sudden, she can no longer measure up. There's no competition anymore because she's tried, it's no longer successful. And then it turns into resentment, it turns into envy, jealousy. That sort of friendship is not going to benefit you in the long run. You just need to, accept that the friendship has run its due course, it's expired. So friendship do have expiry dates. As much as we try, to hold on to friendships and, I want this to last, I have known this person forever. Now you have to sometimes just let things go. And at some point, they might come to the realization that, I think this person was good to me. I might go back and make it work. In that time, yes. But often, please avoid those friends that are coming to you or in your life just to always compete or outdo you. These are toxic relationships. They are toxic. It creates a toxic environment for both of you. Especially when one is none the wiser. You don't want to be in that kind of relationship. And again, back into monetization. They are then starting this sort of friendship are expecting you to constantly give them money. They might say things that would allude to financial requests, and oftentimes you are again none the wiser. You're ignoring it, or you're not paying any attention, and they turn it into an animosity. They back off. Oh, she's too stingy. No, you're not being stingy. I don't owe you any favor. I'm your friend. That's what I'm there to be. Offer you moral support. Be there for you when it's hard. And if it's something that I can possibly do without you asking me, I will. But don't have the expectations that my hard-earned income will go to you. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, especially when you have not proved yourself as a true friend. All the while you've been there trying to compete with yourself. You know what I mean? So again, as individuals, as women especially, please do not monetize your relationship. Not every relationship or friendship you meet has a financial gain tied to it. You need to understand that you can assume the role of being a giver, of being a benefactor, not necessarily sitting down there with the expectation of open arms, I'm going to constantly be on the receiving end. It just helps us make better friendship. It helps us create sustainable friendship and long, rewarding relationships. Until next time, when I share my next crazy musing, be safe, guys.